Okay, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our very first, I'll call this our MS Teams meeting, our tutorial, our online tutorial, right? I'm really happy to be your e-tutor. And because there's so few of us in here, I don't mind if we have it as such that, you can stop me wherever you want to raise your hand, or if you want to just shout out, by all means do that. And it's an interactive session. You'll get to see me. Oh, let me do that. Let me put my camera on. Then maybe you can see who you're talking to. But I guess if you've, oh, there's quite a few people in the lobby. Let's go and admit them. And I'm going to say admit all. All right, I think let's just wait 5 minutes because people are joining us. We have about 200 or so, and I don't think I'm expecting 200, but I'll be quite happy with maybe half that. Right, maybe 100 students, you never know. Okay, so I'm going to switch my video on for a little while. This is who I am. But if you watch my videos, you would have definitely known who I am and you'd have seen me. I've got my headphones on and mic because I don't want to disturb the family, and it's after hours. So, there's Coquette. So let's admit him to the. Right, now I tried this out for our group. I said the last couple of days, there's Karishma. And it was Natasha, I hope I pronounced her name correctly, that said that I should have a session on Tuesday, but I think you'll have COS1511 on Tuesday at 7:30. And I said, let's start today because our assignment is due very soon. I'm going to switch my video off to save bandwidth. I noticed that's what MS Teams does. It saves bandwidth if you switch the video off. While we are waiting for everyone to come in, I'd like it if you could fill in the register, right? The register, and there's a register going out. There's a link. And let me tell you the nice thing about clicking your details on this link. I'm going to send you guys a copy of the ebook. All right, an ebook. How do you just admit everybody on here, man? That'll make life so much easier to just admit everyone in. Vincent, your hand is raised. Do you have a question, Vincent? Vincent, do you have a question? I can see a raised hand.
Yeah, maybe I've got a one question.
Yes. Go ahead, Vincent. We listen to you.
Programming as a whole. Forgive me, my network.
Catch that, Vincent. Okay.
Forgive me, my network is very bad.
That's okay. If you want, you can type it in the chat.
Maybe let me just ask quickly.
Okay,
I'm fairly new to programming, like I'm fairly new to programming like everyone else. So when I started my question, I think the video which you had uploaded on MyUnisa actually helped. Yeah.
Well, I quite a few I uploaded.
Yeah, I mean for question number 1.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm glad you like that. I'll give you more tips on how to.
I think the way that you've explained it made more sense in breaking it down, and how you went about constructing the actual programming, or the actual program for that question. Now, I think also it poses a challenge that we can't have you face to face, or see you physically, in a sense, to help us, or for those that are struggling to get better acquainted or more efficient in how to program. I think that's where I get fairly stuck, where obviously I don't have that physical contact with you as well. So that's
Okay.
where I am struggling a bit, but hopefully the struggles will end.
Okay. Okay. Great. Great. Let me answer your question like this. So the way UNISA is structured, UNISA is a correspondence university. You don't have face-to-face lectures like the way you would come to, for instance, a traditional university. So you
Yes.
are working and you are only having, in fact, this is a tutorial service. It's to supplement your learning. You're supposed to be working all on your own. And what UNISA has realized that, they need to hold your hand a little bit. They need to assist you with your studies. And programming is one of the subjects that they say subject at risk, where you don't have such a high pass rate. And that's how basically I'm here to assist you. Now, in a traditional university, I would be having 4 to 5 hours per week. With you guys, even if it was face to face, it'll just be, once 1 hour per week on average, or 2 hours every 2 weeks. That's face to face tutorials. So, but what I will offer you is that I could, in fact, I love programming. So every day, if you notice, I post on my UNISA, not that you'll receive an announcement all the time, but if you follow the way I teach, I guarantee you a pass, Vincent. I promise you that. I've got years of experience, and I provide you with lots and lots of resources. And the other thing about programming, Vincent, if you are brand new to programming, you cannot do an assignment the night before with programming. It's impossible. It's absolutely impossible. You cannot do that. You have to start from lesson 1, page 1, and you go on to page 100. You can't say, oh, I'm going to skip pages 1 to 30 and then I'm going to start with page 31. So that's a definite no-no. Okay, so does that answer your question in terms of the hours that you need to spend and the assistance that I will offer you, Vincent, and your commitment to the study?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good, Vincent. Right. So now let me just tell you about the role of an e-tutor. You get a tutor and you get an e-tutor, Vincent. My role is an e-tutor. A tutor would have been someone that you would have seen face to face. I also did that at UNISA, maybe on a Saturday. I'm from Durban, so we have a face-to-face tutorials in Durban, but because of COVID-19 lockdown, last year was the first year in about, over 15 years that I did not have face-to-face tutorials. So I would have seen you on a Saturday, 8 to 10 o'clock, and we would have went through the tutorials in terms of me providing you with actual lecture. And if you look at some of my videos, I actually took the videos while sitting in UNISA. That's a no-no. So the next best thing is what we have right now is e-tutoring, and this facility that I'm using right now, I'm calling it a virtual lecture, MS Teams, is the next best thing. All right. So be that as it may, let's make the best of the situation that we have. Now, my role is not to replace your lecturer. I'm not here to replace a lecturer. I'm not here to lecture to you. I'm here to hold your hand and assist you. But I need to know what you don't know or what you want me to go through with you. Now, I cannot give you the answers for assignment questions, although if you look very carefully and you listen to my videos, I can do that and assist you with it, all right? I will point you in the right direction, and I will give you little bits, snippets of info to help you along. And if you listen to my videos, I promise you, Vincent, it will definitely help you, all right? So thank you for that question, Vincent. Are there any other questions coming from other students? Please ask the question because I'm recording this. There are some students that would benefit by you voicing your opinion. By the way, Vincent, he's familiar with me because he called me up the last couple of days. So that's how I think Vincent is not that shy. All right. Is there another question? Okay, Tumelo says, I can't view the content of the link. It says I don't have access. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Tumelo. You need to have a Gmail account for you to have done that. All right, but don't worry, I've also posted it. I promise you, if you send me the link is already in your UNISA and my UNISA, and this is what I'm going to send to you. I'm actually going to send to you an introduction to programming with C++, right? It's a ebook. And I've got another one, C++ for dummies. I don't like that word dummies because I don't consider myself a dummy. It is just to motivate you, Tumelo, to join me for a class. That's why I'm doing that, right? But I promise you I'll share it with everybody afterwards. But don't tell them right now. That was me dangling a carrot in front of them, okay? Do I have another question? Right. So you know my role. My role is to assist you. It's not to Melo. That's what I'm going to show you, an introduction to programming. And I'm going to share C++ for dummies as well, if you like. Right? Do I have another question? Oh, we lost Jared. Is there another question? So you know my role. My role is not to replace the lecturer. It's not to do the assignment questions for you. It's to guide you and to assist you and to provide you with additional resources or resources for you to study. A. Hari Prasad said, is there an extension in assignment 1? Now, if you look at the first My UNISA, if you go to UNISA, Ms. Hari Prasad, and you go to the first page. In fact, I saw this a couple of days, and thanks to Vincent as well, who mentioned it to me. He said assignment due date extension. And there it says assignment due date. Due to the extended registration date, the university will allow the submission of all assignments until the 12th of May 2021, where the due dates of such assignments are before the 12th of May 2021. Now, the assignment due date is the 29th of April. Let's talk about that assignment. I would suggest you work towards the 29th of April. Try and submit it by the 29th. In fact, before the 29th of April, if you can, A. Hari Prasad. I'm not sure who that is, right? So, and also, if you delay with this assignment, you must remember you're going to delay with the next assignment when that is due, and then the following assignment. So my advice is do this. And with UNISA students, I always tell my fellow students is that not only are you doing COS1511, you're also probably doing WIFE 101 or WIFE, in my case, 2022, which is 22 years of marriage, and Children 401 and Job 301, and salary you need to earn 501. So those are all the other factors that you need to account for as a UNISA student. So try and work towards the assignment. Try and work towards 29th of April, because the following assignment is due on the 31st of May. So let's say if we say, oh, we have an extension and we're going to work towards the 12th of May, then you only have about 3 weeks for the assignment that's due on the 31st of May. Now that doesn't give you much time because there's about 16 lessons that you need to cover for assignment 1. All right, A. Hari Prasad. Now I'm going to give you some tips and tricks of working with your assignments and with your lessons. I hope you like it. I hope you think it's valuable. And depending on your data needs and depending on the time that you have available, I don't mind spending, I said half an hour, about 45 minutes or so, if you have questions. But again, you need to tell me what and how you want, where you want to go. So Codeblocks is when I say the official compiler that we are using. There were some questions about students using Visual Basic or Visual Studio, or I don't know which other one that was. Thank you. A. Hari Prasad said happy with that. Just want to understand the boundaries. So when I say Codeblocks is official, Codeblocks is what your lecturer has suggested. The UNISA staff is offering tuition to that. Now you also have, this is again additional resources. You can go to an online compiler. It's in my link that I have, where you don't necessarily have to be using Codeblocks that's loaded on your computer itself. You have access to an online compiler. It's onlinegdb.com/online_C++ compiler. Now, this, in my view, has all the functionality that you have on Codeblocks. And I could even create a little classroom out here. This is what you can use if you are using your neighbor's computer, or you're using a friend's computer, or you're going somewhere and they don't have Codeblocks loaded, and you are unable to work, and you say, hey, what do I do? This is the online Gdp compiler. Let's play around with it. Let's run. Click on run. It's compiling the program, and guess what? There's it saying hello world. Now I'm going to start off by saying hello COS1511 students, and I'm just going to give you a little demo. Hello COS1511 students. I love this feature about Beautify. I'm going to show you that just now. I'm going to click on run. And there we go. It says, hello, COS1511 students. If I want to give you another message, all I need to do was remove the word see out hello, and I put in something else. Now, this is the output statement from program. Any program that you have must have three components: input, processing, and output. At this point in time, it has output. Now, because this is a lecture / tutorial / question and answer session, I'm going to go a little bit faster than what I normally would go in part of a lecture. And here I am going and telling you from lines 1 to line 7, those are comment statements. Lines 8 is a blank line. Line 9 include IOStream. Line 10, it's a using namespace standard. Now I could do the very same thing in Codeblocks, right? And I'm going to now take you through to Codeblocks. So here I've given you an online compiler. If you are using your neighbor's computer, you're going to the internet cafe, and oh, please don't give me excuses that, you know what, I don't have a computer, I don't have a laptop. I studied computer science too before I had my own computer, and now I've got 4 laptops, and well, I can afford it. But when I was studying, I did standard 8, 9, 10 without a computer, without a laptop. So if I can do it, why not you? Those are my little sad stories. All right. So this is your online compiler, and I'm going to leave that alone now because I'm going to go to our official program called Codeblocks. So that question appeared quite a bit in the discussion forum, and students were emailing me and asking me, what do we use? Oh, Koketso is here. Welcome, Koketso. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Great. Yeah. I'm so happy that you're here. You emailed me quite a bit, Koketso.
Yes.
Quick advertisement. Every time you emailed me, what did I reply to you with Koketso?
It was question papers, the previous exams, question papers, and some solutions for that.
Ooh, so you also got some solutions from me. Oh,
yes.
Don't worry that now, right? Okay,
yeah.
Koketso.
Yes.
Because in the additional resources, if I could quickly go there, I posted the question papers. But because Koketso had emailed me, I gave him the answers. Now, ask me how come I've got questions from so far back, Koketso. Please ask me the question.
Sorry?
Ask me a question. How come I've got past year papers from 2006?
Sorry, it's cutting. I don't have a...
Oh, okay. Ask me the question. Say, oh, Karishma Robert, thank you very much for posting that online. Karishma, you can be my... Please ask me the question, Koketso. How come I have past year papers from 2006?
No, because every time I send you an email, you reply with something.
Okay, good. But ask me how come I've got so many papers from 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015.
Yeah, how come you have...
Oh, good question, Koketso. That's because I've been tutoring at UNISA for so long, and I've been collecting all the past papers, right? And I now distributed to them. Now ask me how come I've got the solutions as well. I've already answered that question. All right.
So how come you have solutions?
Yeah. Like I said, I'm doing it from 2000, 2001, somewhere there, with a year break now and then for my study. But right now, you're not ready for the past year papers to answer it, okay? So, but what I want to do is to give you an aim or end in mind, Koketso. You need to see what you are aiming for. And also, you need to know and spot the pattern of the questions. What is it that they're going to ask you? I can give you a definite now. I'm not a gambling man, but I know for a fact, C out is going to come out in the paper. Variable diagrams are going to come out in the paper. I can take a bet with you, Koketso. And this is my bet. If variable diagrams tracing through a program doesn't come out, Koketso, I will pay for your entire fees for COS1511. How's that?
No, that's very good.
Right. And let me tell you something. I don't take a bet that I do not win.
I get it.
I'm gonna bet on you that tracing through a program of working out the variable diagrams must come out. So thank you very much for that question that you asked, which I prodded and made you ask the question. Now, in terms of code blocks, I'm going to give you some easy ways.
But now on those variable diagrams, né?
Yes.
Are they gonna ask us to just draw those boxes and stuff, or are we gonna use that program that is not running?
Okay. Now, I haven't set the paper, Koketso, but I can tell you this. When we'll do a little section on variable diagrams, let me tell you what's the reason for tracing through a program and using your variable diagram. You see, you are learning computer programming, and you need to be able to understand what is going on in a program, right? So if you are looking at somebody else's program, you need to have a little story to tell them. Let me take a little program and say, there's a program that I have out here, right? It's appearing on screen. So this is how it should be. You should say, like if I was telling a story to a little child, I'd say, once upon a time, there were 3 bears, mother bear, father bear, and baby bear. So in this program, I'm going to tell you this story. Once upon a time, there was a program. And in line number 1, there was a comment statement that said, think of a number. In line number 2, we called on a IO stream, input output. In line number 3, this is what happened. In line number 4, the program had a variable declaration. So can you see the story that's appearing in your program? That's the way I like to explain it to you. Now, tracing a program merely says that you are trying to get to grips and understand what is going on in that programmer's mind, right? And ultimately, you want to pretend to be the compiler to get the answer for the variable diagram. Okay? Does that make sense, Koketso?
It does.
Okay, good. Now that's the last question in assignment 1. Have you seen that?
Yeah, but although I didn't see it much because now I was behind with my stuff, but yeah, I'm getting there.
You're getting there. Okay. All right. You need to look at assignment 1 question. I'm going to see if I can quickly open up that question for you to show you that assignment 1 is talking about tracing and variable diagrams, which is the last question in the assignment. Now, this was also part of what I'm going to do with you guys today. I said I'm going to talk about the my role as a tutor, or sorry, an e-tutor. What's your role, and what is it that we need to do for assignment 1? And I'm so happy that we are. Oh, someone says, sir, you're breaking up on my side. I don't know if it's just on my side. Listen,
I have a question again. I have a question again on this program again. Eh? You see that statement, the sin get statement, line number 25.
Okay. Yes.
Now, on my program, on my code blocks, is not functioning.
Okay, that's
I think I sent you an email regarding that. I don't know if you saw that.
Ooh, I get about 30, 40 emails a day. And you saw how you and I were discussing things, right? So I'm not sure if what had happened there. But let's go one at a time, so if that's okay. Let's just go through to the tutorial letter 101. Now that's like it's the most important tutorial that you're going to be using, right? So let me go and find that quickly for you. I'm just going to stop sharing that. I don't want you to see that program. That's a little bit of a complicated program. And I'm going to go and share. Oh, look at it, how time flies, right? Time flies. We are going, it's already 25 past. And right, let me go and find tutorial letter 101. Right, tutorial letter 101. It's I'm going to show you where it is. Your ma'am has posted it in the main group. So the main group is COS151121, and in fact, I posted it out there, right? So there's two sites that we have. We have a site called COS151121Y1, and we have, oh, someone took it out. Did someone, yes, tutorial letter 101, right? I'm looking at tutorial letter 101, and it's not there anymore. Ooh, that's not right. That's not right. I did see tutorial letter 101. Let's go to our site. Our site is COS151121Y11E. And let's go and find our assignment tutorial letter 101. Tutorial letter 101. Please post your questions in the discussion forum. And in the discussion forum, because I tend to check that at least thrice a day. And also you would benefit other students because other students will see your questions. There's tutorial letter 101. So Coquette, Coquetso, is it Coquetso? Please open up tutorial letter 101. It should be opening up on screen right now. Coquetso, do you see it?
I'm on my mobile, but I'm trying to switch on my computer now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's tutorial letter 101. I also emailed it to you.
All right.
I emailed it to you. Check your email.
Yes.
Right. So let's go to assignment question 1. Vincent said he liked the way I did it. Thank you, Vincent, for that. I appreciate your feedback. Vincent, you still there, Vincent?
Yes, I am, sir.
Oh, good, Vincent. Right. So there's the question that they had. Find a good cookbook, read the instructions on your favorite, write a program to display the recipe on screen, but with a difference. Now, that's the question. By the way, when you are working with me, try and have your tutorial letter 101 available in your study guide. Like I said, unfortunately, I've got two computers. I've got a MacBook and I got an HP sitting next to me. So I see what you see before you, hopefully, and it's a slight delay. Now, what I've done is I've actually have a video on this. Vincent, did you watch the video?
Yes, I did.
So I don't need to waste your time and your data. You know what I'm talking about, right? So that's what will help you with question 1. I've also tried to help you with question 2. I've got a little video on that. And I've tried to help you with question 3 as well, the simple calculator. Now, all this is found. In fact, I'm not doing the right thing, because if the lecturer has to go and check my site, she'll say that I am helping you with all these assignment questions, and that's not what I'm supposed to be doing with you, right? You need to struggle. But, dear students, if you look at the way the course assessment marks have been structured, you actually get a mark for assignment 1 that counts towards your year mark. So if you look at the weightings, it shows you out here. Assignment 1, if you get 60% in assignment 1, they give you 4.2 marks for the exam mark towards your exam, right? If you get 30%, you're going to get 1.8, which is 2 marks. So can you see it's very, very important that you do well in the assignment questions, because you're getting marks for basically exam, right? So your final mark is 100% semester mark, or 20% plus your exam mark. So let's just say, for argument's sake, you got 100% in all of them, all 4 assignments. You should get a maximum of 20 marks. So in the exam, for you to pass, you basically just need about 30 or more marks, right? So it pays to work hard on the assignment questions. So Vincent has already told me that he's watched my video, and I hope you like my video. Sometimes I do it in bed, sometimes I'm in my pajamas and I do it. That's why I don't put the video on, all right? And why isn't it refreshing my screen? Why isn't it refreshing my screen? So let me, there we go. It should refresh now. So under additional resources, I put down out there, I give you a little movie. I gave you a little picture as well. And let's say, for instance, logical error. There they were talking about logical error, assignment 1, question 7. There's the video clip. I even put it on the side out here, assignment 1, question 3, and I spoke about input. So if you go and click on the links, here's my video to talk you through about how and what is going on in question 1, assignment 1, question 3. So it says, please enter the first float value. Now, when you are working with programming, I tried to split the screen. It wasn't very easy for me to do, but if you look at the video, I've got the screen split. I've got the program on one side and the question on the other side. If this was an ordinary situation, I would have had my book and just my compiler, Codeblocks, and I would have done it from there, taken it from there. Now, let me show you how and what I did for this question. And forgive me if I'm going to bore you, Vincent. I'm going to talk about question 1 again, right? So there's Codeblocks out here. Codeblocks, I'm going to say File, New, Project. It's a console application. And I'm going to say A01 underscore Q1. I'm going to say V1, right? Version 1. Version 2, this is V2, right? So this is how you need to start programming. And it should share the link. Let's just share again. Let's just go and share. Let's stop sharing and reshare. I noticed that seems to assist. Right, so let's do it again. There's my new line, right? Now, whenever you're starting a new program, run it to see everything is working. It's hunky-dory. Do your build and run. Click on build and run, build and run. Now, let me give you another trick in terms of, oh, hello world is working. I'm so happy with that. You take your program from the question that they have. If I look at the question, let's go to the question. My question says, let's look at my question. Where's my question? My question is, do I have my question here? My question should be around. It should be around there. So let's see my question. It's from COS1511, and the question says, I'm just going to copy all this. So it says, please enter. So Control C. I'm just copying that. I'm going to, and I'm going to Control V. Oh, there's the, oopsie. There's my, there's the output from question number 1. Now, let me give you a little trick of working with programming. The answer is generally in the question, the output statements. So can you see where it says, please enter the factor to multiply the ingredients with? I'm going to put that out there. Where it says, hello world, I'm going to say, please enter the factor to multiply the ingredients with. Can you see? And they're asking for 4, right? Oops, I didn't even realize that's how it went. And 4 is the input statement. So let's do a build and run, build and run. And oops, sorry, Hari Prasad. Yes, I am sharing my screen. I'm sorry. Thank you for reminding me. I forgot to share my screen. Yes. Oops. Please, by all means, stop me if I tend to go off at a tangent. I don't know that you are out there and you can't see my screen. Thank you, Ms. Hari Prasad. Yes, I am sharing my screen. That's what I typed out there. So let me retype that for you. So that's from question 1. You should know that off by heart. I'm going to cheat a little. I'm going to copy and paste. Control C, I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste it there. Control V, please enter the factor to multiply the ingredients with. Right? Is somebody's hand up? No. All right. Let's do a build and run. Build and run. There's my build and run. Please enter the factor to multiply the ingredients with. Now, this question 1 is actually from lessons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from your study guide. You would have had to have gone through Twinkle, twinkle, little bat, how I wonder who you at, up above the school so high. That's from your study guide. Oh, Gabasi, Makuba. I'm sorry, I shared it now with you, right? I shared the screen with you. So for you to have answered question 1, my dear students, you needed to have gone through your lessons from your, I'm going to share your study guide with you. You need to know this off. This is your Bible. This is your most important piece of work right now. So you need to have gone through all these lessons. Lesson 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to show you an easy way of doing things, right? Copying and pasting. There's your hello world. You need to have read all of this. If I was doing face-to-face lectures or tutorials with you, I would have went through this. But I don't have that time. I don't have the luxury. It's already 36 minutes. And I said I'm going to keep you to about 45 minutes for this class. Right? So you needed to have done all of this, all this work. Let's just do twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are, up above the world so high. Like, look at this example. Hello, everybody. My name is your, put it down there, right? So you needed to have done this work. Let's go and I'm going to answer this question for you. There's lesson number 1. Write a program to display the following on screen, which says, twinkle, twinkle, little bat, how I wonder what you're at. Up above the world you fly like a tea tray in the sky. So write a program to display the following on screen. So I'm going to cheat a little because I don't have the time. I'm going to copy that, Control C. I've taken that. I'm going to open up my Codeblocks. Let me do a little share of my Codeblocks. Right, there's my Codeblocks. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to answer this question. Oh, so there's twinkle, twinkle, little bat. C out stands for console out. And because I learned how to do my, right, there's my end line. And let's go and put down another C out here. Oopsie. So let's go and put down C out. How I wonder what you're at. And let's go and put it. Can you see how easy programming becomes? Can you see that? Isn't that, Vincent? Is it easy, Vincent?
Yeah.
Vincent, are you there?
Yes, I am. Once you understand the logic in it, it's brilliant.
Oh, you used a big word, logic, right? Which it's the next assignment question. It says logical errors and syntax errors and runtime errors. So there's the program out here. Let's go and do a build and run, build and run, build and run. I hope it works. Yay! Oh, what's that on the top there? It says, Vincent. It says, please enter the factor to multiply the ingredients with. Oh, guys, you can't see that. Let me share my screen. See, let me share my screen. There it is. Right? Microsoft Teams to share a screen. When you compile the program, I notice it doesn't share that part of it. Vincent, can you see it out there, Vincent?
Yes, I can, sir.
Right. Where does it come from? Please enter the factor. Oh my, that's not right. Okay. Right. So press any key to continue. Yes, I'm happy with that. Now, Vincent, that's how you'll answer question 1. But also you need to do that multiplying of a factor 4 times 2.
That multiplying is what's actually, that's where I'm stuck.
Okay. Right. that's good to be stuck. You need to now we'll go and answer the next part of the question, which is other lessons out there, right? And the other lessons they talk about is integers. How do you declare an integer for you to answer that question, right, Vincent? And the product and all that goes with it. Let me show you which part of that is in lesson. For this assignment, Vincent, you actually had to go through, believe it or not, about 16 lessons. That's a hell of a lot of time, right? 16 lessons. Can you see that? You need to have gone through all of these things, all of these lessons.
Yeah, I
right?
saw that.
All of these lessons. Yeah. Now, Vincent, do you have the solutions for all of this, Vincent?
Yes, I have.
I saw that. The lecturer actually posted it. I'm going to ask you to take that away because that makes life so easy. And all you'll do is you look at the answer and not struggle through it. Huh? Vincent? Okay, Vincent doesn't want to say that. He's going to copy the answers. So here's the answer. There's the question on page 24. Vincent, it says, enter your age, and it asks for age. This is a great age to be. This is what you'll need to do to say, instead of saying enter your age, you're going to say, please enter the number of ingredients to work with. Then you're going to say C in whatever your number of ingredients is and multiply it out. Okay?
I actually tried doing that.
Good. Right? So that will work for this question. Let me go back to now the next question, which is where is that question that I have? I'm going to go back to an answer. Stop sharing. Let me share. Gabasa, do you have a question? Can please ask the question? Go ahead.
Sorry, I just wanted to find out, is there a way that that first initial statement that you put in could go away after you've received that last statement? So after you've entered your CN and then you get whatever age is a great age to be, is there a way to remove that first statement that you put in?
Okay, which statement? The one in, yes, I will. Let me show you to what I'm talking about, right? So there's the question. I'm sorry, I didn't get your name. Your name is?
Kanisile.
Kanisile, can you see it on screen? It says
yes, I can see it
inputs
now.
age and displays it with a message. Right? I'm going to cheat a little, right? Watch this, Kanisile. I'm going to copy, because you've asked me the question. I should be able to copy this. Right, I blocked it. Can you see that, Kanisile?
I'm watching.
Right. Can you see it? It turned blue. Hello?
Yes, I can see it.
Right. That's an important indicator, right? One day in life, you'll know that, turning blue and turning pink and all of that's important, but that's right now. That was a joke. I don't have a sense of humor. I'm not a stand-up comedian, but I try my utmost best, right? Okay, so there I am. I copy that. Can you see that? I'm going to show you how easy it is to learn programming. You copy that. You need to understand what's going on in the program. So you go and open up your Codeblocks. I'm just going to share Codeblocks screen now. Kanisila asked me a question. I'm so happy she asked me a question, so now I can answer it. Kanisila, can you see Codeblocks appearing in front of you?
I can.
Right, I'm going to, can you see Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Bat? Kanisila, are you there? Aren't I a fast typist, Kanisila? Hello? Oh, I seem to have lost Kanisila. Hello? All right, never mind. I showed you a little trick of working where you copy and you paste the program and then you build and run the program. Can you see that? Right, and that's for the left, so everybody as well, right? So let's go and build and run, and there we go. It says enter your age, right? I'm saying build and run. Now you can't see that, but I'll need to share that screen with you. Kanisila asked me to share it, and I'm going to show you. Kanisila, can you see my screen? It says enter your age. Can you see it?
Sorry,
okay.
I ran out of data.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry. But thank you for saving your data to watch me. There's the, so I'm definitely going to ask that. Enter your age. How old? Oh, don't, you can't ask a lady that. How old am I? I just turned 21 again, right? So there I am. It says it's a great age to be. Now, what's your question for me, Kanisile, from this program that I have on screen?
So that initial enter your age statement, can that statement
Yes.
be removed once you've gotten that final output statement?
Why would you want to do that, Kanisile?
No, I mean, I'm assuming that it would, because once you've entered your age, I mean, now it's outputting how old you are. So
Correct.
do you still need to see that enter your age statement?
Yes. Now, you've asked me a good question. And I gather you're new to programming, Kanisile?
Yes, yes.
All right, right. So enter your age is actually an output statement, right? Line 7 is an output statement. Line 8 is an input statement. It actually stands for console in. And age is a variable. It has to be there because the next time you run the program, it has to know what you are asking of it, right? When I say it, it's the compiler. So you have to keep that there, Kanisile. If you take that out, the second time you're running the program, it's not going to appear. It's just going to blink the screen, all right?
Okay.
So don't take it out, okay? Like I said, any program has input, processing, and output. Just like us. Think about us. We have input. Our input is food. Our processing is in our tummy. And I won't go on to explain to you what the output is. All right, Kanisile?
Okay.
Right? It's energy, man. Energy. Ha ha ha. Okay, and other byproducts, right? So in this case, this is my input. There's my input statement out here. I'm typing on the screen. It says my input. I put that as well. Actually, C out is an output statement, but it's used for the input statement out here. This is my output. In this example, there's no processing that takes place, right? But processing would take place out here, right there. Now, also you must remember in a program, there's a specific order that works. Input goes first, then comes processing, then comes output. Just like you got to put food in your mouth for your tummy to process it and to get energy and whatever byproducts, right? You got to have some water to drink. You got to do that first for the body to process it and for you to have perspiration. And I don't need to go on and explain anything else, right? Can you see that? Right? You get
Yes,
you get it?
that's perfect.
Right.
Yes.
Good. Right? Was that a good joke or what? Or a good analogy, Kanisile?
No, it was good. It was good. I understood it.
Right. You understood that. Okay. For the guys over there, I'm talking cars. You got to put petrol first into the car. The processing takes place in the engine, and the output is like my car goes very fast. Right? You can't have, if you don't have petrol, no processing, no output. The same thing is with programming. So to answer your question, you've got to have enter your age out there. Thank you very much for that question. So this will help you in question for answering. Let me go and show you which one it is. Again, I'm not answering the questions for you, so don't ever tell your lecturer that I'm answering the question, because I'm not. I'm just helping you in the right direction, right? I'm pointing you in the right direction. So this will help you for question 1 and also a little bit of question 2. Because you have to declare variables. I have a little movie clip on that. If you like, I'll make movie clips for all the questions, right? For all of you to help you as to work with it, right? So there's question 2. It'll also help you with question 3. Can you see it says, please enter the first float value. So in this example, I said, please enter your age. So you've got to change the word, please enter your age to, please enter the first float value. All right? Does it help you, Kanisile?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Okay, good. The same thing happens with question number 4. Look at it. It says you got to declare 2 variables, programs done and result, and we got to validate. Now that's a whole nother story about the loops and looping. Okay, now let me just whet your appetite with the loop. You get 2 types of loops. You get a for loop and you get a while loop, and you also, 3, you get a repeat until loop as well. One is a conditional and one is unconditional. Every loop must have a starting point. Inside the loop, you must change the value and then you must stop running the loop. Now, if you look at my little video that I have for you in the additional resources, I actually speak to you about that. I tell you what is wrong with this program. It's not running. It basically doesn't stop. If you look carefully at the program, it does not stop. All right, let me see if I can find the program that you had, and there's the while loop. I showed you the while loop program, right? And it's in my additional resources. Let's go and click on that. I spoke to you about the while loop because that will help you to figure out what are the characteristics of a loop. A loop must have, let's go there. Right, so if you look at inside your my UNISA, there's the question assignment 1 Q7, and I spoke to you about the loop. Right, is that the program with the loop? I hope it is question 7. Right, let's look at question 7. So this talks to us about a loop. It says I'm running the program and there's a logical error in there. So if I look at this program, it has a starting point, x is equal to 1. It has a condition inside there. This means x is not equal to 12. Inside the loop, I increment it. But if you notice, if I start with 1 and there's so there's my you're talking about tracing. I'm tracing through this program. Can you see, even in question 7, know that not that they asked of it, but you are tracing through it. So if x is equal to 1, it goes and asks the question, 1 is not equal to 12. It goes inside the loop, it displays 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. It goes up, 3 is not equal to 12. 3 plus 2 is 5. It goes up, 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 plus 2 is 11. 11 plus 2 is 13. So it continues, carries on and 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 on. Now, I'm going to show you how easy it is to do this question. I'm going to copy that and I'm going to paste that into Codeblocks. So I'm going to say Control C. I'm copying that and I'm going to open up Codeblocks because they're asking me to run this program. And you should be able to see what's happening on my screen. And I'm going to paste it in there. Right, Control V. Okay, so can you see my screen? It says int x is equal to 1.
Yes, I can see.
Then the line number 7, it says while x is not equal to 12. So I've basically taken that program and I'm going to say build. And let's go and let's do a build. Let's build this program. Build means I'm compiling it, right? I'm compiling it. I'm checking for any errors and see if it's working. So right now it's looking good. It's looking good. It said there's no errors, right? Now let's do a build and run. Let's do a build and run. So if I'm going to do a build and run, you can't see it right now, but I'm just going to share. Oh, there we go. You can see it. You can see it. Oopsie, where's my build and run? Build and run. Oopsie. I'm glad I chose this option. Koketso, can you see what's happening on the screen, Koketso?
Yeah, it keeps on running now.
Yes, it's not stopping. So that's a logical error.
Yeah.
Now, Vincent, earlier on you spoke about errors. It doesn't sound logical. So this is what I mean by not sounding logical. Right? Thank you for that comment, Vincent. See how you directed my lesson into how I'm teaching.
It's a pleasure.
There's somebody with a hand up. Oh, thank you. There's somebody with a hand up. TM is Tumelo. Tumelo, do you have a question? Tumelo, are you there? Okay, Tumelo, maybe yes. He just put his hand up. Tumelo, your hand is raised. What's your question, Tumelo?
Sorry, I see you haven't reached the variable diagram section. I just wanted to ask about that, yeah.
Okay, thank you for that question. Let me go and in fact, I got a little video on that. So you need to correct this thing. How are you going to do it, right? I've got about 6 minutes. I don't want to take up all your data and finish it up. If you all want to stay on and we can chat for another 2 hours, I don't mind. But my wife may have a problem with that. I'm disturbing her and I'm leaving her out on a Friday evening and all of that. You know how it goes. But and maybe you guys also have issues. So here we go. So you need to correct that by checking out what's wrong out here. Play around with that, all right? So Tumelo asked me to go to variable diagrams. Let me show you a variable diagram and what and how you need to do it. So Tumelo.
Sorry, sir.
Yes, Tumelo.
Hello, sir.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, it's Obed. I just wanted to ask something on loops before you go over to variable diagrams.
Sure. Right.
My question was on question 4. I think I sent you an email earlier this evening as well. Obviously, you're yet to view it. But my question was, if we look at question 4, I don't know if you can just scroll up to question 4.
Yes.
Maybe my logic is wrong there. But whilst I was doing that question, I noticed something. Let's say maybe I use my number of programs as my count for my loop. I noticed that whatever result I get for the 5th run, let's say maybe the student gets in on their first run, they get a 50%, second run 60, but they want to aim higher as they run the program, since they have to run it at least 5 times. Then maybe on the 4th run, the student gets 60 and tweaks something, ends up with a logical error. Then on the 5th run, they get a mark that is lower than 50. My question was, to some degree, the question is not specifying whether or not we should look at the percentage mark for the 5th run and ignore the marks that the student got in the runs before, which will not be fair, in my opinion. Is it a case where we need to consider? Is it a case where we need to consider all the marks from the 1st run to at least the 5th run and see if by any chance the student scored 50 and above there? If they did, even if their mark on the 5th run is lower than 50, we can give the student a pass.
Okay, I'm so glad you are struggling with this question. Don't think that I have a naughty streak in me, but this is what program is all about, Tumelo. Sorry, Obed.
Yes.
This is what program is all about. You need to go through it and say, what are they talking about validating of a mark? Let me give you another example of validating. Everybody gets a mark from 0 to 100. Nobody gets a mark below 0, above 100. So validating a mark means that the person must enter the mark, and if they don't enter a correct mark, let's say for instance somebody put in 105, that means the loop must run and say, please run this loop to find a mark in the correct range from 0 to 100. If they enter in -1, so I'm not doing the question for you, but I want you to consider that as a validation. Now, what I'd like is if you could post your error, not the solution to your question, but post the error. I'm going to make that into a discussion forum and talk about question 4. I'm looking at because I'm making a discussion out here, and I'll help you with that, right? When I say I help you, I'm going to say Obed's query with Q4, right? I'm going to say while loop error, right? So and you'll help other people as well, Obed, by posting your problem, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
So you post your little thingy, and I'll make you a little video. I don't know if you like my small little videos to explain to you what a loop does. Right?
So what I did, sorry to interject. So what I did is I did I've been working on that question. I think for the rest of the questions, it took me say 5 days tops to work on. But that one in question 3, because of the modulo on the floats, those 2 questions took me at least 5 days. Just those 2 questions.
Only 5 days. Only 5 days. Then I must attempt to make harder questions.
No, I'm just saying they were more difficult compared to the other 8, because on this one, the first one I wrote, it worked fine, but I think it wasn't fair that every time I type the 5th time I type a mark that is lower than 50, the student will fail even though his first mark was maybe 50. So I had to compensate. Can I maybe email you the the one that I have, it's working, but I think maybe I overdid
email
it to
that
my
to me. That's
extent.
fine. You can email it to me. Sure.
Okay.
You've got my email address. But
Yeah.
I just to clarify for everybody, I cannot do answers. Right? I cannot give you all answers because then I'm not teaching you how to program. I'm spoon feeding you, and that as a teacher I don't do that. Right? I don't catch the fish and give it to you. I like to think that I'm teaching you how to fish so that you can catch the fish for yourself. All right. So like I said, I'm using programming from 1986. I can work out these answers for you, but I can't do that. And that's wrong of me to do it, right? So if you could post it and we can discuss it and maybe somebody else, but don't post the answer as well, right? Okay, so let me go and answer the question about one of the students, Tumelo. Tumelo asked about variable diagrams. And Tumelo, if you look at my additional resources, I have a little video out there about tracing through the program, right? And Tumelo, look at movie clips. Right? It's from your there we go, tracing through a program on YouTube. Tumelo, can you see that Tumelo on screen? It's under the resources, additional resources in our group.
My network is currently having problems, but I think I'm going to.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, but Tumelo, there's the answer out here. Sorry about me taking extra time, but there it is, Tumelo, tracing through a program.
I can see it now, yes.
Right. If you click on that, you'll be listening to my video, my voice as well. Right, Tumelo?
Yes, sir.
So, I've got 1,549 views. Right, Tumelo? That's my little video. Tumelo? Would you watch that little video, Tumelo?
Yes, I'll watch it. Maybe today if I can. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't watch it already. You didn't see it.
No, I haven't watched all the videos on the that are posted on my Unisa because I tried to do a section and then watch a video that's related to that section and then yeah.
Okay. I've taken the same example from the guide and there it is, right? You can, if you listen to it, that's tracing through the program. You'll find that on page, I don't know which one is JKL, right? So, and I even show you how to do line numbering in this little video of mine, right? And I did it with an Excel spreadsheet because I was, right? See, I'm talking about columns and all, right? Melo, I don't want to waste your data right now.
Yes.
And I don't want to waste time as well, but if you could do that, and please click on like on it, right? And I only got 1,549 views. Right, hopefully I'll get more. On that point, I just want to take you to my YouTube video. Thank you for bringing that question to me. I'll just show you my videos. I've got, if you search for Prinavan Govender, that's my name. Right, Prinavan Govender in YouTube. So I've got a whole lot of videos, and the videos that you need to go to is it's C++ videos. And the reason it's nice to do that is because how I teach you is how I make a video and how I'll talk to you about it. So you asked for, Vincent, you asked about the errors, logical errors. Vincent, will you watch this video here on A1 Q7 logical errors? Somebody asked about question 3. Someone asked about question 2. Someone asked about question 1. There's the important points from lesson 1. Functions, that comes later on, right? Somebody asked about loops, for loop. There's it. I've got the case statement is coming out as well, right? That I can take a bet with you guys, guaranteed. So let me quickly go. I'll leave a few more minutes to answer the other questions to help you along. Let's look at question 5. There's a loop. There's my for loop. Any for loop has a beginning. There's the beginning for int I equals 1. It has an ending, I less than equal to n, and it increments inside the loop. This loop should execute 10 times. Go through that. By the way, I've got this question 6. I've done this so many years. They've actually repeated the question from our previous year. I can guarantee you that I've seen this question before, question 6. Question 7, I've helped you with question 7. I've done that with you. Question 8, it's a complicated question. You need to go through that. Question 9, but let's look at question 10. There's the variable diagram that you asked, that was asked of it, right? Now I'm going to show you how you can quickly cheat with this program, and I'm going to leave you with that, right? So I'm here to make your life easy. I'm going to copy this, right? And I'm going to, I copy that. I'm going to say copy. You will see the value of coming from my tutorials, right? And I'm going to open up. Can you see how quickly I'm going to answer this question to you? I'm going to show you how I'll save you time. I'll save you money. I'll put you first, right? So there I am opening up my code blocks. Right there I am opening my code blocks. And there I am. Oh, look at that. It came with all the line numbering, right? I'm going to show you how fast I'm going to do it. Vincent, are you timing me?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay, good. Right. Vincent is timing me, so I have to go fast now. Right. Can you see how fast I'm typing, Vincent?
Very.
Very fast, right?
How do you do that?
Copy and paste.
No, how are you removing the numbers now?
Oh, I'm deleting it.
You're just deleting.
Down arrow, yes, down
okay,
arrow,
all right.
and I'm deleting it, right?
All right.
Now, as typist, you must remember, I've got to save you time because you got a wife to go to. Vincent, you married, children, mother-in-law, father-in-law, all of that, all right? So let's go, and I'm saving you time. Let's do a build and run. Build and run. Yay! Look at that. Within a minute. Vincent, how long did it take to do this, Vincent?
Very long.
Ah, come on, not very long, Vincent. Right. Right, it's 6 minutes past 8. I said I'm going to stop at 1 hour, so I'm rushing now. What's the input from here, Vincent? What's the question? What does the question say?
Unfortunately, I don't have it in front of me, so forgive.
Oh, okay, okay, no problem, no problem. I'll go to that question quickly. I'll go to that.
I'll check for you quickly.
I gotta switch screens, and by me switching.
No, I'll check for you now.
No. Okay. You can check for me, but I bet I'll beat you.
I have mine already.
Is that question 10?
Yeah, question 10. What's the
it's about it's about variable diagrams. It's 20.
It's 2010T.
2010.
2010T. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. Right. So let's go and share that again. Let's go and share that screen again. So you see how I gotta. So let's run this program. Let's run the program. So can you see it running there? So it says C in year. So it's 2010 with a space and T. Am I correct, Vincent? Or who give me that answer? Hello?
I'm listening.
Was it who gave me the input? 2010.
It wasn't me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
it's 2010 and
Thank you
T.
very much. Right. Can you see it out there? Thank you. Your name, you are Tumelo.
No, it actually wasn't me also.
Oh,
it's Orbit.
Okay, it's Orbit. Oh, thank you, Orbit. I'm sorry I can't see your name, so I'm just I don't know the voices, right? So 2010T. Now watch this. I'm gonna press enter. Ta-da! Hello. 2010B1 0.35. So guess what? You all need to work towards that answer. Have I saved you time? Have I saved you money? Have I saved you data?
Can I cut you just there, sir?
Yes.
The actual question that I wanted to ask about the variable diagrams, which is actually question 10, was that do we draw the variable diagrams from where the variables are initialized and then all the lines after that, or do we skip the lines in between?
Good question. Now, my dear, let me tell you what the point of a variable diagram is. A variable diagram is to try and figure out what is going on in the program. So you need to work out from line number, if you want, you can start at line number 1. But it doesn't mean anything there. Line number 2 doesn't say anything. Line number 3, 4, 5. Line number 6 is where you should start, really speaking, truthfully, where you initialize it, right? Okay. So line number 7. So very quickly, if I could do this with you, I'm going to say, I'm going to open up Excel, and I'm going to try and see if I can keep that open as well. So there's Excel here. Do you see Excel in front of you? Who was it that Orbit? You asked the question.
Orbit? No, we don't have Excel, yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah. Let me put up Excel. So there it is. Excel. I've got line number. I'm just if this was a page, I would have done it right. Line number, and the first variable is year, and the next variable is code, right? So in line number 7, I could start from line number 7. So, there's book. Book is another variable. So book is a variable. And in line number 7, book is set to be true. All right. And discount. Why did it do it in capital letters? TRUE. Oops, sorry. TRUE, true. I'm sorry. This Excel is just jumping to true. DISCOUNT, discount is 0.2. Right. Now let me go to line number 8. Can you see how you do it? In line number 8, 2010 is entered in and T is entered in. This is still true. This is still 0.2. Let's go to line number 9. Let's go to line number. Are you following me, Orbit? Orbit?
Yeah, we're here.
Right. So in line number 9, it said switch is 2010. Right. There's nothing to be done over there. If I look at line number 10, there's nothing happening in line number 10. In line number 11, case 2008, 2009. No, it doesn't work 2008. So line number 12, I don't work with. Line number 13, if not book. So book is true. If not true, that means it's false. So discount becomes discount is equal to discount plus 0.2. So now I look at line number, I go on to line number 16. In line number 6, case of 2010. So that is true, right? So this is true. If book, that means is book equal to true? Correct. Then it looks at line, so I look at line number 17. So if book, so book is still true there. There's true, right? So it is true. I'm just skipping lines because of time. I go look at line number 18. Look at line number 18. Line number 18, can you see how you add it? And you need to fill all these things over here. And you know what you must also do, Vincent and Orbit and everybody? You need to keep that through, because line year 2010 stays throughout, right? Can you see it stays throughout? It doesn't change, right? Hello, are you following? This is how you do it. How you do it at tracetable. So in line number 18, it says if code is equal to 2. Now, what is code? Code is still equal to T, right? Throughout the entire running of this program, it was true there, correct?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
If code is equal to, that's is equal to sign, right? In programming, that's how we do is equal to, right? So in line number 18, it says, if code is equal to 2, that's correct. That's absolutely correct. That is true. I'm so happy. Are you happy? Are you happy that it is true? So I now go to line number, now go to line number 20, right? I go to line number 20. So now book becomes false. And line number 21, code becomes G. So code now changes to G, right? And if I look at oops, I lost that. And I go on and on and on and on and on and on and on, right? Right. Okay. So ultimately, when I run the program, I should, and I helped you now, and I told you that the final answer is 2010 and T. The answer is 2010 B 1.0 and 3.5. So you need to now go and check that that's exactly what you are doing, right? It comes out like that.
So sorry again, sir.
Yes,
So
yes,
that means when we're drawing the variable diagram, we don't only draw where the variables change the values. We also draw where the processes is happening. for each and every time.
Yes, yes. Like I did it in my Excel, but I didn't fill in everything. I because then I'll be giving you the answer. And I do I ever help you out with answers, Orbit?
No, not today, sir.
Orbit.
Not today.
I never answers. Tumelo, I don't do that. Tumelo,
No.
come on, you get me into trouble.
Can I ask one question, sir?
Sure, Vincent.
So when we submit, obviously our answers, we submit this portion of Excel as well as evidence.
Yes. Now I do it in Excel because I'm not writing it out, right? But you should use the convention in the study guide. Look at it. I answered that question in the discussion forum. Okay. Right. If you look at the study guide, they talk about variable diagrams. It's there. It's in the study guide. Let me just share that screen with you. Always try and that's why I said answer what's in the study guide, because that's what MAM is using, right? Control F variable diagrams, right? Variable diagram page. There's your variable diagrams, page 76 and so on. There we go. There's your variable diagrams. Yeah, here. It's tracing through the program. No. There, line 14. Can you see how they do a variable diagram? Line page 36 of your study guide. And I'm just going to another one. I'm going fast through this thing. Page lesson 5. Lesson 5.
Yes.
Lesson 5. This one, that one. And you draw it like the way they do the block, right? So I'm just using Excel because that's me, right? But you put it in a variable diagram like that, right?
Not a problem.
And page 52 is my exact video. The exact video. If you look at my video, exercise 5.1, that's the video that I have on YouTube. And that's how I got 1,500 whatever views. Okay. So I want you to go through that, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Does it help you with the last question, variable diagrams? All right, so I'm gonna not terminate. That sounds like a loop running. I'm gonna end the lecture now. Not lecture, it's a tutorial. It's an e-tutorial. I'm so happy I went through so much with you. I've given you some hints and help, and maybe next week we'll have another. If Friday evening is okay with you guys.
Yes, it is.
You're not going out and all of that. Tuesdays I know is out because you're doing COS1511, and I don't want to encroach on another lecturer's time. And now that we know that we have a an extension, we can breathe a little easily, and it's due on the 12th. So we can even, but if you want to submit by the 29th, please do that, because I can't give you answers. That I know, right? All right, is there any other questions from you guys? Please ask now or speak now, forever hold your peace. I'll stop sharing the screen.
Thank you for tonight.
You're welcome. You're more than welcome, Vincent. Thank you for attending. And I'll download the listener and I'll send you an email with the. Okay, I'll share it with everybody. Okay. I'll do that.
All right. Good night.
Good night, Vincent. Good night, everybody. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Bye. Bye. Sleep tight. Bye. Please do some work.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Thank you for all your questions. Thank you, Natasha Balkaran, for the very helpful. Thank you, Natasha. Bye, Vincent.
Thank you very much, sir. I will send you the way I tackled question.
Sure, please
question
do.
one,
please
just
do.
as I said. Okay, thank you very much.
But I don't help with the answers. You know that.
Yes. Thank you.
Right. Watch my videos. Like my videos on YouTube, please.
Definitely.
And I've got some PowerPoints as well that I can share with you guys. So please.
That would be great.
Look at it. Right. Maybe we'll see each other next week. Hopefully on Friday, like about this time, right?
That will be great.
Happy studying. Please work on the assignment. You've got the extension. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.